Hi guys, today we're going to be showing you how to make chicken tikka masala. For this recipe we're going to need 1 whole lemon, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika. We've added all these ingredients to the chicken and we've got about 700 grams of chicken, and then we'll top it up with a little bit of oil. We have here 1.5 garlic and half an inch of ginger. We're going to add a little bit of water to that and then blend it. Out of that ginger and garlic paste that we've made, we're going to add about 2.5 tablespoons and then mix it. So in a frying pan we have some oil, and to that we're going to add 1/4 of a cube of butter. In a blender, in the same blender that we used before, we're going to blend 2 small to medium onions. To the oil we're going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin, 2 to 3 bay leaves, 6 to 7 green cardamoms, 1 teaspoon of dried fenugreek leaves. We've got just a little bit of maize here. We've got 1 whole star anise, but we're only going to break off about 1/8 of it and use that. Then we're going to fry this, and once it starts releasing a nice aroma, then we're going to add the onions to that, the onions that we blended earlier, and we're going to cook that well. While that's happening, we're going to blend 4 medium-sized tomatoes in the same blender that we used before. And as you can see, the onions are now done and the oil has separated, so we're going to add the tomatoes. We're going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon of coriander, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1/3 teaspoon of chili, and just a little bit of turmeric powder. We're going to mix it and we're going to cook it on a high heat, and once the oil has separated, we're going to add half a teaspoon of garam masala. Then we're going to mix the garam masala in, and we're going to lower the heat, add half a cup of water, and add the blended ginger and garlic that we had set aside. Then we're going to cover and cook it on a low heat until the oil separates. We will gradually keep mixing it. So while the tomato sauce is cooking, we're going to work on our chicken now. So we've spread it out evenly in a oven-proof tray. We're going to put that in the grill, and we're going to cook it on the highest heat that the grill has, on the highest rack that the oven has. So one thing to note, while you're grilling, you shouldn't ever close the door of your oven. While the chicken is cooking, we're going to add half a cup of cashews with half a cup of cream, and we're going to blend that. So once our oil has separated in our tomato sauce that we made, we're now going to run it through a sieve, and we're going to really squeeze all the juices out underneath, and we're going to really squeeze all the juices out and press it quite firmly so that the remaining ingredients are very dry up the top and all the sauce is down the bottom. And then we're going to add that back to the frying pan. So as you can see, our chicken is now ready. So while the chicken is cooling down, we're going to cut some capsicum, onion, and tomato. And as you can see, this is my brother's hands. So once the chicken has cooled down, we're going to put some gloves on and then put the chicken on some skewers. So what you can see right now on the screen is a cake cooling tray, and you can get that from any grocery store. So the chicken, we only cooked for 15-20 minutes in the grill, and we didn't change its sides either. So now to get that barbecue flavor, we're going to cook it on an open flame. So if you don't have an open flame, then it's going to be really difficult to get the same flavors out of the dish. So we recommend that you definitely do this step whenever you're going to make it. So now that the chicken has cooked evenly on all sides, we're going to add that to the tomato sauce that we made. Then we're also going to add the cream and cashews that we blended, and the rest of the half cup of cream that we had set aside earlier. We're going to mix it well. We're going to add the tomato, the onion, and the capsicum. Cook it a little bit more. Our purpose isn't to cook the capsicum in the sauce. We still want it crunchy once the dish is prepared. We're just going to add them to the frying pan and then turn the heat off. So as you can see, our dish is now ready. We hope you've enjoyed watching this recipe. Give it a try. Bajias Cooking is also available on Facebook for any questions or comments you may have. Good luck, and thanks for watching.